What's going on, everybody? As you can see, we both got backpacks strapped up. We're doing an overnight trip tonight and into the 8,000 foot elevation. We're going to what's called Sheep's Camp in the Mount Pinos area of Southern California, and temperatures are expected to dip down into the 20s tonight, so we packed pretty heavy. Gonna be testing out some gear, testing out our packs. We got a couple tents to test out, and most of all, looking forward to a nice big campfire when we get into camp. And it should be a fun trip, so thanks for coming along. I hope you guys enjoy this. Guys, so as you can see, we made it into camp. We made it into Sheep's Camp. We got both our tents set up. We got two tents that I'm testing out today, with as well as my dad, who's standing behind the camera over there. We're testing out the Alps Mystique 1.5. It's a one-man tent with a little bit of extra room. Basically, kind of minimalist, and it's about, I think it's about a little over 4 pounds trail weight. And the other tent we're testing out is the Alps Taurus 2, the two-man tent. That one's a little bit heavier, about 7.5 pounds trail weight, but we're going to test them out tonight. It says that we're going to get some wind coming in. Nothing yet. It's pretty calm right now, but man, it's awesome up here. We're the only people out at this small hike-in campground. There's about 3 spots you can camp in, but we're going to get ready with the firecraft and getting some wood processed. Fail. Right now, we're just trying to get all the fire stuff ready, trying to get some dry wood pieces going so that we can start the fire. And most of this wood is really dry. I'm only really testing this knife out as far as chopping up this wood. It's not really needed to start a fire. It's more for just playing around with a new knife I got. And as soon as we got this going, we're gonna be making some mountain house dinners for dinner. We got the beef stroganoff, which is probably my favorite as far as flavor, overall flavor. I really like that one. Not big on the mushrooms, but the taste is so good that I don't even notice them really. So we're gonna get back to the fire making and get this stuff set up, because it's gonna, as soon as that sun drops, it's gonna get real cold, and we want to get the fire going before it gets too cold and start getting dinner going. Like I was telling you guys, we got the tent set up. We're just situating all our gear. Pretty much got that squared away, and just enjoying it. Again, there's nobody out here except me and my dad, so we got this whole mountain range pretty much to ourselves, and it should be an interesting night. We heard from one of the locals that the bears are really active right now. So I was hiking in, which was about a 5.5 mile hike in. I was real careful watching in front of me, because she said that she spots bears up here every time she comes up here. So we're going to be real safe about food. We're going to hang a bear bag, not keep anything sweet smelling or anything inside our tents or on us. That's just kind of comes with the territory. So, you know, I don't think we'll have any problems, but it might actually be kind of cool to see some animals out here, because I don't usually see them every time I come out here. I've been out here several times. So, but like I said, one of the locals said that they're pretty active right now. We're doing our best to make noise. It's not like we're sitting up here quiet, so I think they're going to leave us alone, but we'll see. Now, as it's getting colder, we want as much firewood as possible. So, I want to stay warm, so I'm going to keep cutting until I feel that we have more than plenty. I want to keep cutting until I feel we have more than plenty of firewood, because it's getting cold. I'm wearing a a polyester base layer, and these are just light polyester pants. I'm actually not wearing thermals under these. I have some, but I haven't put them on yet because my legs aren't cold. But then I have this long sleeve poly shirt. This is like I think this is a Columbia shirt, and this is good right now because I'm kind of active cutting up wood. I also brought kind of like a light to mid-weight fleece and then a really heavyweight windproof fleece jacket. So got my beanie on, wool socks, and as soon as I go to bed I'll put on my long johns, my poly base layer, and we'll be good to go. I also have other gloves as well. These are just kind of work gloves, but they're keeping my hands fairly warm. But right now we're down into the 30s. I think we're below freezing right now. But the good thing is that we got up here when we did, it being cold, and this is a Friday night. We took the day off of work. There's nobody else up here, so that's the benefit. Last time I went here, there was probably 3 different camping groups that were here in this very, very small hike-in campground. So I'm gonna keep cutting up wood. Just wanted to check back in with you guys. Hope you're enjoying the video. By the way, Baco Laplander saw, awesome. Still my favorite backpacking saw. I even use this around the house sometimes, cutting limbs down. But I love it. Not too bad. Huh? Not too bad at all. Talking to the camera. Still not too bad though. Now we gotta hang a bear bag. So I'm going off of this branch right up here. I don't know if you can see me in the camera, but honestly I don't hang too many bear bags, so I'm not an expert on it or anything. I'm just gonna put it off of this limb that's about 10 feet in the air. I've got it inside of one stuff sack, inside of a plastic bag, inside of my sleeping bag stuff sack. Just gonna loop some cordage through it, and honestly I'm just gonna chuck the food bag up there. I know there's other ways to do it, and I'll tie it off down here on the ground. The reason why I'm doing this is just for time, and it works fine this way. I've done it before. You can do a counterbalance and other stuff. I'm just gonna wing it, loop it through this webbing real quick, and we're about maybe I'd say 100 yards from our camp, if I had to guess. I think that's good enough. I don't know, we'll find out, I guess, right Dad?
Yep. The hard way.
Yeah, hopefully not. Okay, got that loop through. Tie this off real quick. I'm just going to throw it up there.
Reminds me of a story.
Uh-oh.
2 guys were out in the forest and they were afraid of bears. And so one guy said, well, just make sure if the bear starts chasing you, you got to run faster than the bear. And then the guy says, no I don't. I just have to run faster than you.
Yeah, I've heard that one before. Heads up. There we go. We got our bear bag. I think that's perfectly fine, honestly. Untangle it. It's out on the limb a little bit. Let me go a little further this way if I can. There. Not too worried about it. Partly this is for bear, partly this is for other animals as well. But I'll tie this off This is way it's easy accessible for us. Tied off on this rock down here. And I think that'll work. Let's see. Yeah, it's tied off on this tree. Of course you guys can't see this, I'm off camera, I know. I'm just talking nonsense. Alright guys, it's the morning after we survived the night, but definitely was pretty chilly out. I stayed fairly warm in my sleeping bag, and I've got just my foam pad on the ground. Tent held up pretty well. There's a little bit of wind this morning, but this tent it worked pretty good. I've got my gear on the side here, enough room for I got my shoes in here and my pack. And as you can see right here, this is just like a little night light I made out of a Phoenix LD01 light and a chapstick cap on the end. And this actually works really well. I recommend if you guys want a little tent light and you carry chapstick, just do that. It works with a lot of just AAA battery size lights. Perfect little tent light. I wouldn't recommend doing this on any high mode. This is the lowest mode because it's going to generate a lot of heat. There's no this will help heat build up in that LED. You don't want to burn out your light, but on the low modes it works fine. I've done this many times. So anyways, just a little check-in. We're going to get up and get the fire back going, make some coffee, pack up, and head out. So I guess I'll see you guys before we head out. Now let's get the bear back down. Looks like it's okay. Just packing everything up, getting ready to go. It's always the fun part, preparing to head out. But I got a nice double cheeseburger waiting for me on the way home, so that's the payoff for getting everything packed up and ready to go. But as far as the trip, everything worked good. Tents worked great. Sleeping bags worked good enough so that we survived. Backpacks worked great. And yeah, down the road I'll review these tents. I'm not gonna do it today. This is my first time out in them. I want to get some more time out in the tents before I do a review on them. But so far, in below freezing weather, worked great. But I'm gonna get packed up so that we can get out of here. Well guys, the camp is over. We got our packs loaded up, about 6 to 7 pounds lighter each, and we're getting ready to hike out of here. So I just wanted to thank everyone for watching and coming along for the trip. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, guys. Oh wait, did you want to add anything?
It was fun.